Okay, we have started.
Yes.
I'm like the worst introduction person, but hello, welcome back to the Warrior Pod. We're on episode 3. I'm your Blue Coat and your host, Kirsten Martinez, and today we have sort of a student spotlight on this week's podcast. So I am joined with a few students, as well as Blue Coats, and the president of Science Club.
Yes.
So we can go ahead and start off with the general introductions. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, I'm Jessica. I am a biology major in ecology/conservation biology. I am a senior. I will be graduating in May.
I'm jealous. Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
I mean, I might mess something up. It always happens. Life throws things at you.
This is true.
I'm Maisha. I'm a double major in biology and psychology.
Oof.
I'm looking forward to it just because I want to be in the medical field, and I feel like that's like the basis of it to get especially your science classes out. So, and psychology and biology just makes sense in a way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, psychology is like chemicals and stuff in your brain, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. And this is your first semester, yeah?
Yeah, it is my first semester.
are you technically a junior or a sophomore still?
On my profile, it says a junior.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
So I would say a junior.
Yeah. I know technically we're not supposed to come here until we're quote-unquote juniors,
Yeah.
but
Right.
only 30 hours, you're still technically a sophomore.
Exactly.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
do have sophomores sometimes.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah. My name is Amanda Daniels. I am a social work major with a biology minor. And I am a senior. I also graduate May 2021. So excited.
Yay.
Definitely going to take the summer off, though, before grad school because...
For sure.
No.
The mental break is definitely needed.
Yes. Yes.
We all deserve it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. And then we have Savannah again. Savannah's
Yes.
like already
Hi.
introduced herself last week, but welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Before we go any further, I do want to point out that Maisha is our newest Blue Coat.
Yay!
Welcome to the Fam Bam.
Yes.
Super excited to have you.
Thank you.
And then sorry.
No, you're good. I was going to say it's an honor to be part of y'all.
Oh,
Yes.
Which it is, for sure.
thanks.
That's
We feel so lucky to have you.
Yes, literally.
It's only been like a day, and you're just such a positive ray of sunshine.
Oh, no, I love it here. Everybody is it just feels like home.
Yeah.
It's an instant family I just gained. So that's definitely a blessing.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like talking for other people, but I feel like we all love your energy. And
Yes.
you're like charisma, everything about you.
I love y'all. It's like,
Yes.
it's just everything. It just matches with all of us.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Oh.
We do flow.
Yay.
flow.
Like the energy flow.
Yes. You can't see it, but like I'm
Yeah, like
touching
you.
my heart.
Yeah.
Jessica's like, oh well, okay.
We love you too. See, we
Yeah,
got
I
this-
get invited to everything.
Exactly.
That's true.
Do y'all see this?
Oh, bro, you don't want to see the inside of my mask either.
Oh,
It happens.
since people on the podcast can't see us, Maisha just looked in the inside of her basket. It's full of makeup.
Absolutely.
Oh, Lord.
I always say this thing, so like I normally have like a face full of makeup on, and it's like kind of expensive products, right? And so in high school, when people would try to like hug me or touch my face, I'm like, you're gonna owe me for whatever makeup comes off my face.
Yes.
Whatever's on your shirt is what you're paying for.
Yep.
For sure,
Honestly.
especially makeup is pretty expensive nowadays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Girl, yes.
Yeah. Sorry about your shirt, but give me my money.
For sure.
Yes, exactly. And I try to warn people too. I'm like, I mean, I'll give you a hug, but like, don't do it because you're
Yeah.
gonna have a big old like, I'm super pale. You're gonna look like a ghost laid their head on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, Lord.
you might wipe the end of my eyebrow off if you like
Yeah.
touch me, and that's a good like $5 right there. So like, listen.
That reminds me of this meme I've seen it's like a picture of a bed and says something about so much makeup. I don't know, but literally her whole face.
Oh, my
left
Lord,
like
I
you
saw
know.
it. It's just like there.
Eyelashes and everything just left on the
The
pillow.
naps be real though.
Yes.
That's how keep me.
And glitter.
The glitter's you. Oh my gosh.
Oh
The glitter queen.
Yes.
So guys, moving forward, how did you guys find out about TAMUCT?
Well, I'm from Killeen, but I actually didn't know it was here. I was in my at CTC, and I was taking my first biology class, my bio one, and the professor was like, "Hey, if y'all guys take a field trip with me on Friday or whatever, I'll give you guys extra credit." And it happened to be a field trip to our biology program.
Wow.
Nice.
And I wanted to do marine biology, but I can't afford to move
Yeah.
to Galveston or Corpus Christi. And so I found the ecology program, and I felt like that still lined up with what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
That's
took
awesome.
a field trip here and got extra credit for it, and I found the
Wow.
program.
Wow.
It all happened
Nice.
by happenstance.
Exactly.
What about you, Maisha?
Oh, so I actually went to early college high school, and then they were recruiting, like, the TAMUCT people. They went there, and they were just talking about everything. And then one of the student, I think he was like a senior, and he was talking about the bio program and how rigorous the program is, and like it's going to be in a very competitive level. And so I was very interested in that because I mean I already want to do biology, and then it's also close to home, and then I mean the expense, like you also said, I wouldn't be able to afford to go somewhere else and just stay by myself. So I was like, you know what? This is the sign.
Yes.
This is the sign.
Yes.
This is it.
Exactly.
And so yeah.
Fun fact, you're actually the second most affordable upper-level college in the state of Texas.
Yep.
Woo!
Boom.
It's great.
Throwing that out there.
Absolutely.
Plug the college.
Yes.
Hello.
That's definitely something to be like,
For
it's
sure.
definitely a blessing.
I think a lot of people forget to, like, there's nothing wrong with going to, like, bigger, like, more expensive universities. Like, don't get me wrong, because a lot of people go for the experience. But at the same time, like, depending on your background, sometimes it is more, like, mindful to go. And our campus is beautiful.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, everybody that I bring onto campus, like, I've given my sister and her friends tours, like, I want to bring my parents haven't seen it yet, but they've seen pictures. And with us being the small university that we are, not a lot of people, like, would think that our university would be, like, as, like, neat or up to date.
Absolutely.
Because all of our facilities are, like, fairly new. So,
And we have so much nature.
Right.
Literally.
yeah.
Love it.
I love it too. Because we mentioned it before, like, Campus Rec does hikes.
Yeah.
We do campus hangouts and, like, barbecues when it's not COVID-19 time.
Yes.
But it's just really fun. And you can find your community here. It may be a little harder because we're not your typical college. But at the same time, if you really, like, put yourself out there and talk to your fellow students, you can make lifelong friends here just like you can at any other college.
Exactly.
For sure.
For sure. So I actually started off at a bigger four-year university. Then life happened, and I decided to move back home and finish my associates at CTC. And during that time, I started off as a biology major, but during that time, I figured out I wanted to be a social work major, and so ended up looking up colleges that were accredited in social work, and TAMUCT came up. And I'm like, wow, that's right here. I don't have to move again. So,
That's awesome.
yes, that's how I found TAMUCT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I found it. Because
That's very cool.
I was in Wichita Falls, Texas, which is like 4.5 hours away from here. And I knew I was moving here because of Christian, which is my husband. I forget that I have to explain, like, who these people are on the podcast. I'm like, these people don't know who I am. But Christian's my husband, and he's in the Army, so I knew we were moving here. And then I still had 2.5 years of college left, so I'm like, where am I going to finish it? And I wanted a bachelor's degree, so when I Googled colleges, TAMUCT popped up, and I actually called them because I didn't know it was only, like, upper level, like 3,000, 4,000, and graduate level. So when I called them, they were like, yeah, you need to have this many credits done before you can actually come here. So I went to CTC for a little bit, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
Yay! That's
Love
awesome.
it.
Yeah. It's amazing what Google can do.
Right?
For sure. Innovation.
Exactly.
Yes. They have all the answers.
Do you want to share how you found
Sure.
the university?
Well, I was at CTC for 2 years, so I definitely got a lot of the people from A&M that came in and were recruiting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I only moved here around, I think it was a little over 3 years ago now.
Mhm.
So my mom and I were also exploring, and we saw these like huge buildings over here. So we kind of turned in and saw the college. So
Yeah.
Nice.
just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't realize you haven't been here for very long.
Yeah, I really haven't. It's only been 3 years.
That's about almost as long as I've been here.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's long, you guys.
Oh my gosh. Does this mean
I didn't know you
you're
were
a
here.
Texan now?
No.
Savannah's from Colorado, y'all, so. So we can't call you Texan Savannah?
There's a small piece of you.
Okay, maybe it's small.
A little.
Not
bit
a big
Texan.
one, but
This is not my
not
statement.
big.
Wait, the Lone Star isn't like tattooed on your heart by now?
Oh no.
Definitely.
Odd. That's the first person I've ever met that's not from Texas that doesn't claim Texas.
Look, she
Wow.
loves her
Well,
state.
If I was from Colorado, I would probably still claim Colorado
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's so
beautiful
beautiful.
nature.
Yes.
I'm
The
jealous.
lodges during
So
winter
jealous.
time.
I still have my bank back in Colorado, and one of my friends was like, "Are you still holding on a little bit?" I'm like, "Maybe a little bit."
Maybe. That's
Definitely
so funny.
don't blame you.
No.
So what's your favorite part about our campus?
I love the community.
Yes.
This place brought me out of a whole shell I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
everybody was like, "Hey, Jessica, let's come do this," and I'm like, "Well, I would never, but I guess I will."
Yeah.
It's just the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. I definitely we met for the first time back when we first started the Blue Coats, and I just sort of knew you as Hannah's friend, but then as you kept coming around, it still just fit together like a puzzle piece. Like I was
Yeah.
saying, it really is easy just to fill in. I feel like we're pretty accepting people, all of
Exactly.
us. And I know, didn't you get a job with Campus Rec now too?
I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's
Yay.
It's a
awesome.
6-month long process of them trying to recruit me.
Oh really?
Wow.
I didn't
It's
realize.
Hannah's fault.
Bruh. That is so funny. I was gonna say, hopping off of what y'all said, definitely the community. I love the diversity of our students, faculty and staff, to be honest. I feel like, I don't know, maybe a personal thing, but I just love diversity, and I love learning about other people's cultures and just getting to know people, and like you said, our campus is so welcoming.
Yeah.
And that's another big thing for me. If I walk into a place and I feel like all eyes on me, in a bad way, I don't excel as a person. And I
Yeah.
feel like as soon as I came here, everyone was so welcoming. I always saw the blue coats in the lobby. And I never got coffee. Never. Shame.
How
I know.
could
shame.
you? You're one of those
I was
people that I
just shy.
scold that walks through the door.
Definitely my first 2 semesters. I
was
like
so
that too.
shy. I just never did. I don't know, but I always saw them. They were always down there, as well as CPD.
Yeah.
And again, it's just, good morning. It's just just perfect. And then our property, like we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful. The Monarch Garden.
I really hope we get to start that.
I know.
It's been started, but
continue it.
yeah, it's not doing great right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the Monarch Garden?
So we have a Monarch Garden out towards the front of campus.
Oh. I didn't
It's
even
kind
realize.
of not doing great right now because
Yeah.
we haven't been able to be here to take
Keep
care
up
of
with
it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's it's for the Monarch Migration.
Mhm.
So a big wave of monarchs come through Central
Yeah.
Texas and this area, so they'll take a break there, maybe lay some eggs, and
yeah,
go back home.
their populations are decreasing because
Yeah.
of just predators, pesticides,
Yep.
Aw.
things like that.
Yeah. It's sad, but Yeah, we do have that though.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I'm still learning new things about the campus. We have a lot of like resources that I feel like other campuses do have, but we're definitely. Maybe I'm being a little biased because I also started out at a bigger university, and even though they had resources, I never felt like they were available to me, and I always felt like weird asking them for help because they always made me feel like I was
You're
dumb for not
bothering.
knowing something, or like they just acted like they were too good to help me.
Yeah.
Like they were inconvenienced.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Whenever like I would go for help, and they would talk to me like I was stupid.
Yeah.
But when I came here and I like started to look at the resources that we have available, and I went to the offices and talked to everybody, that is not the vibe that I got.
Like, sure, let me tell you about this. Also, let me plug you into this too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know you didn't ask about it, but I think you'll benefit from it. Yeah.
Everybody, I have not met a single person here that doesn't want to see like students succeed,
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
which is the
The
coolest
best.
part.
Yeah.
Because you should be invested in, students' education. That's the only reason we have jobs, and the only reason like that anybody on campus has a job is because of students. So why would you not do what you can to make them comfortable, like keep them happy, keep them involved,
Yep.
and make sure they have like all the resources, or at least know about the
And
resources.
then
Yeah.
the building skills to go out into the world
I was
after
about to say,
college.
Yeah.
and in turn, they're creating productive adults, adults that are gonna like put forth effort to make our society better.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think that's what a lot of people forget about education too, like in general, is that it's here to like for you to meet others that are not like yourself.
Yeah.
Because how are you supposed to grow? How are you supposed to interact with others in the world if you don't take the time to learn about them and at least gather like some sort of like empathy, not necessarily like sympathy, but at least like open up your mind enough to understand where other people are coming from in a respectful manner.
Exactly.
For sure.
And I think that college does a great job of doing that.
Yes.
So,
Love it.
especially
Colleges
in today's
especially help in places where like maybe you grew up in a small town and there wasn't a lot of diversity.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
puts you in a whole new world of learning about different cultures and people, like Amanda said.
For sure. That was me. The town that I grew up in, it was primarily white people, and then we had like Hispanics. I only went to, I think there might have been 2 black people in the entire town, and they were like light skinned.
Wow.
So like before I went to college, like I didn't know anybody that was like black. And, it is a whole different culture. It is a whole like different experience, and like today's political climate, like especially. And it wasn't until that I got with Christian that I really started to see, like, I knew about discrimination, but I had never experienced it myself until I got with somebody who was a minority.
Yeah.
So, and seeing it really changes somebody's perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
yeah. We kind of skipped over you, Maisha, about what you like about this campus.
I mean, agreeing to all of y'all, like I can totally relate to that. I also love how like we're a small university, but the best part about it is like you can get help or like the resources from anybody.
Yeah.
And like no matter where you go, like the bookstore, the computer labs, anywhere, and then people are just like you all said, like welcoming and really like wanting to help out with anything you need.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a plus for me, because when I went to CTC, nothing bad about CTC. It was just like, I didn't feel like people would actually come up like and would actually help you with certain things. Like we have it here, which is, I feel like that's amazing.
Right.
Yeah, CTC always felt like more like it was just like a pass through.
Yeah, and it was very self-paced. Like even though it's a college, but I did feel like you didn't have like that support system to encourage you through it. But I still got my associates from there, so I mean, that's all good.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all good. But I definitely love our university.
Yeah, and like going back to the size, I think a part of that at CTC is because there are so many students
Right,
who go there
for sure.
that it kind of, I feel like that aspect of college kind of like falls through just because there are so many people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I think that is like what's so good about the size of our campus is that it's just so integrated with everyone, and you can get the resources,
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody, like all the students I meet here too, like really care about classes and stuff like that, and that's also a little different from here and like the other universities I've been to, especially like bigger universities. You meet so many students who are just there to like party. Or like they skip classes, they don't really care about studying, they're like C's get degrees, and I've just never been that person.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
I definitely see where you're coming from because most of my friends, they're going to like big 4-year universities, and I just scroll through their Instagram stories, and every weekend it's just parties. And I'm just like, you do your life. I completely, respect that. But I feel like it has to do with, what kind of university you go as well. Like if it's too big and like you have so many people, and if it's like the encouragement of education versus socialism, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. So, what programs are you a part of on campus? Like clubs, jobs, volunteer work, etc.?
Well, as you know, I am the president of the science club here at TAMUCT.
Wow.
I am the former vice president.
Yes.
And I also have just started a job with Campus Rec.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very
Love that.
Yes.
Old queen. Yes.
I have my first shift today.
Nice. You'll do amazing.
Thank
Yes.
For sure.
Come out and visit Jessica.
Yeah. Who else? What do you guys
So I am the SJ vice president.
Yeah.
It's going well. I actually really love it. I'm also the SASW marketing coordinator, which it's Student Association of Social Workers.
Awesome.
Yes, I love that. Love that organization. Also Science Club secretary.
Yes, me.
Whoop, whoop.
2 years in a row.
Yes,
Wow.
second year, I love typing the minutes, even though I fell off last week. We're not going to talk about that, but also Phi Alpha Honor Society. It's a social work honor society, which is really awesome. The one thing I really love about it is the different volunteer aspects of Phi Alpha. Always volunteering. For example, every Saturday, our members go to Baylor Scott and White thrift store out in Temple and help them out there and volunteer. And just a whole bunch of other things. Like right now, let me plug them in.
Okay.
So they're doing what is called Rona bags.
Oh.
So they're helping a task force here in our community that is, their goal is to help low-income families during COVID. Give them supplies like hand sanitizer, gloves, masks, all that stuff. And they're actually still taking donations until the 16th if y'all want to donate. Their donation bin is in the Warrior Hall lobby. The Warrior Hub. And also Blue Co Ambassador.
Wow.
Love it.
I also forgot that I am part of the National Society of Leadership and Success.
Yeah.
An inducted member.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got
done my
invitations for that like 2 semesters in a row, and I never check my mailbox. But when I do, it's already expired. So I'm like,
It was fun. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
I had never knew what SMART goals were until then, and then I actually ended up using them in a class.
That's awesome.
So I was like, oh, I know how to do these already.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love it.
We do SMART goals for CPD. That's actually
Mm-hmm.
what I was doing yesterday. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So cool.
And also, don't forget, this is more like with just you. It's not really through the university, but you did make homeless bags.
Oh yeah.
That semester.
Yeah, that was on my own time. Whenever COVID started, I saw there was like more homeless individuals in Colleen, Harker Heights area, and I felt I felt like I needed to do something, and so yeah, I did. I made what I called care kits, like care packages.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and put a lot of things in there, food as well as sanitary products, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything, shampoo, wipes. So, and gave those out every time I saw someone who needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I did forget about that.
That's
Normally,
awesome.
Incredibly thoughtful.
Yeah.
normally I don't believe in like altruism, but I seriously think you're the most like altruistic person I've ever met.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's a good thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Don't come for me.
No, it's so what that means is like you do good things like not expecting anything in return,
Oh yes.
which is like
Yeah.
honestly it's nearly impossible. Like
It definitely is.
it's actually I don't necessarily believe in it, but you're just such a good person
Thank you.
because
Yeah.
you do these things with like without any recognition, which not saying that you need it, but you know a lot of the times people do these sort of things to get some sort of like reward for themselves, some sort of like recognition, like
Yeah.
whatever. But I wouldn't have even known you were doing this if I didn't like give you food for the bags.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
always
wow.
told my mom that. I was like, I don't feel like recycling water bottles. I was like, I don't feel like I need to do that because it makes me feel good. I feel like I
Yeah.
need to do it because it helps.
Exactly.
Like I don't really care if it makes. I don't think you should reward yourself for doing something good.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
it-
should just do it.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. Wow. Y'all are the best.
You deserve it.
Yeah, dude.
Don't make me cry. Be here. Shoot.
We're like the best, and this sounds narcissistic, but I don't even care. We're the best like hype people on
No,
campus.
for sure. Like, this is a whole blessing. Especially,
Yeah.
like, people these days, they just hate on everybody.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you see us, we're just like, no, you're the best. No, you're the best. It's
Yes.
just, it's an incredible feeling.
Yes, I was telling Kirsten the other day. I was talking to this customer at HEB and putting her groceries in her car, and she complimented my hair that I
Ooh.
didn't even do that morning because it was so early. But she complimented my hair, and I was like, "Thank you so much. Like that actually makes me feel really good, you know, because I thought I looked a wreck." And she's like, "No, girl, it's so cute, you know." She's like, I'm like, "I really appreciate you," and I was like, "I love that you're putting positivity into this world,
Yeah,
you know."
for
And
sure.
she said, you know, exactly what you said. She's like, "There's so many people who are just mean for no
Right,
reason, you
exactly.
know, and just spout negativity." And I just appreciate people.
Exactly. Like, just imagine how peaceful our world would be if we
Yes.
hadn't so much, like, hate over people.
Yes.
It's just, it's crazy to me.
I feel like the universe definitely throws things at you, especially when you need it the most. It's
Yes.
like one time I was feeling very self-conscious about what I was wearing to Target, and somebody just walks past me. She's like, "You look beautiful today."
Yes! For sure.
So perfect. Love it.
It's just amazing.
There's this
Yes.
there's this thing that we have in cheerleading, and it's called Mat Talk.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first became a Blue Coat, I taught everybody what Mat Talk is. It's super obnoxious. It's actually really annoying.
Can you give us a demonstration?
Uh,
Only if you want to. It's the best. It's literally the best.
so like here, I'm gonna get up because you have to embody Mat Talk. I hope I
Yes.
All right, for those of you who are listening to this at a high volume, please turn it down. So Mat Talk is like, "Yes, queen, keep it going. You got this. Yes, girl. You look fantastic today. Those your shoes. Yes.
Okay, we need that energy every day.
It's literally so motivating. When she said that to me, she's like, do you know what Mat Talk is? And I'm like, no. She's like, okay, you're about to get it.
Mat Talk.
Love it.
Okay.
Yes.
So when people went on the mat, like to do tricks or a cheer or jumps,
Yeah.
we would like either be standing up or would be like close to the mat, and you hit the mat as they're doing it. You're like, pull, push yourself. You got this. And like, sometimes it's what you have to do, like, for yourself
exactly.
and for others. And like I said, it's really obnoxious. I probably just scared everybody who's in these offices. You know, around the corner.
It's okay.
But I mean, it's helpful because like if somebody feels like they're being judged or self-conscious, then they're not going to do their best in performance.
Exactly. Wow, I love it.
For sure. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Like,
Experienced. Okay.
Supporting
I see
your
you.
teammate.
Right.
that's
Definitely.
like one of the biggest things that I miss. And I'm so glad I get to continue it here. Because since I'm not a cheerleader anymore, I don't have a lot of excuses to yell and scream and jump. But now I do again.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Motivation.
I'll
Right.
gladly scream at you guys.
We're here for it. Hey.
So what are you guys most excited about this semester? Do you have any cool projects coming up? Maybe like a big assignment?
I'm excited to start my research project finally.
Ooh.
I'm going to be looking into zebra mussels at Stillhouse in Belton Lake.
Wow.
Zebra mussels?
Yeah.
Water mussels?
The zebra mussels. Just they're freshwater mussels that are invasive.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm going to be looking into the water quality and their growth and settlement into the lakes.
Wow.
And I'm excited to be able to start that.
Wow.
Awesome.
Love it.
That's awesome. I
at
understood like
you.
half of what you said, but like
It's for my capstone, but
Love it.
oh,
Nice.
I got to develop the project by myself, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
We
Let me
love
know.
to see it.
Yes, let me know how it goes. What your findings are. Wait, are you gonna have a poster put up? Are
I'm
you
not
gonna
sure.
make a poster?
I mean, I probably could.
Wow. Nice.
We'll print it out for you
Yes.
in the office.
Yes, and then
Yes.
Warrior Spotlight. Oof.
Oof,
Oof.
immaculate.
Immaculate.
Ooh. That sounded good.
Oh, Lord.
I love big stupid words like immaculate.
Yes. Or expialidocious. Supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious.
Yeah.
And then I also say to Sean, I'm like, you look very dapper.
Dapper.
I love that word.
Dapper.
Amanda's always like, Kirsten,
that
what's that one word you use? And I'm like,
Fancy?
yeah.
No, it's like that, but it's not that. It's something else. She
I'm like-
went through like 5 different words, and
Yeah.
I was like, no. She's like, dapper? I was like, yes, dapper. Dapper. I love that word. I don't know why.
Oh.
Who am I? Alright, so let's see. Okay, so just giving back opportunities, that's what I'm most excited for, to be honest. I don't have any assignments. Let me rephrase it. I don't have any assignments that I'm excited for yet that I know of, except for my internship. Rocky, but it's a learning process,
Yeah.
but also giving back opportunities. We're doing the angel tree soon, so you get to quote unquote adopt a child and buy them gifts for
Awesome.
Christmas. So
That's so helpful.
so that's coming up soon. I think it will be set up in Warrior Hall.
Okay.
Cool.
And then Operation Stand Down. It's a volunteer opportunity, which you guys can all volunteer for that. It's going to be at the community center across from Texas Thrift.
Okay.
What they do is it's basically like a resource fair for homeless individuals in our community, and they get bussed in from Temple, Cove, like Harker Heights, everywhere, and they get clothes, everything, and they get a meal, and volunteers, help out and kind of, you know, walk with them, learn about them, see what resources that they can benefit from, you know, all the resources that are there. Some of them, you know, only just want to come there, you know, just to hang out, like, get food and stuff, which is totally fine.
Talk to people.
Yeah, but that's a volunteer opportunity coming up this month. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Something that I saw recently that I didn't think about. So because of COVID, I don't know if you guys noticed, almost every place you go into only accepts card now.
Yeah.
Like they don't take cash anymore.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
I-
I haven't experienced that yet.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's happened, like, a lot of the self-checkouts are card only. Some gas stations are only card. Like, they don't accept cash. And so I saw this, it was, like, Inside Out. It was one of those, like, Facebook videos. And it was talking about how, like, homeless individuals who don't have
Yeah.
bank accounts
Yeah.
and they can't even open one because they don't have a home address, you know,
Yeah.
or any of the things that they need to open a bank account.
They usually have
You know,
cash,
yeah. So like, how are they supposed to buy their
That is
stuff?
definitely concerning.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, every store I've been in has said that, you know, as long as you have exact change.
yeah.
Yeah. Which there's not a coin shortage, that's just my opinion, but we don't have to talk about that.
Amanda said conspiracy.
Honestly, I know where all the coins went. My
Like,
mother.
literally, like, there's not.
That's me. I have an empty milk jug that I put coins in. I'm that crazy person that looks in parking lots for coins.
Look,
Dude, I've been finding so many.
yes.
I was at the laundromat and $1 just like fell into my hand when I opened the dryer
Oh.
once. So I was
Wow. Okay.
Lucky dollar.
Thanks.
Said good karma, yes ma'am.
Right.
Have y'all seen that there's a few pennies or there's like a particular penny that's worth like so much money?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, I guess it was a penny that was like a spoof, like not a spoof, but like a mistake, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like the A and the M on the back that says America, like United States of America. If it's like spread apart just so much, it's like worth so much money.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've heard of the coins that are like, because they're made of a different material from
Yeah.
a long time ago,
Mhm.
that they're worth a lot more.
Like the silver.
And then there's like
Wow.
$5 bills that have like, if they have like, I think it's red marks on them,
Mhm.
red printing,
Mhm.
that they're like worth a few dollars more than what they are.
Like 5. Yeah.
Oh, let's manifest.
It's interesting.
It. One of us get it. Hey, multimillionaire.
Right? I've been
Off of a
checking all my
penny.
pennies.
Did y'all see the new quarters with the bats on them?
No.
They're so cute. But
What?
also, it's a thing where they're trying to raise awareness for these specific bats because of their habitat and whatnot.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it
are
was
they
so
going
cool.
extinct?
I don't remember the complete story,
Okay.
but I know that I think maybe their habitats. Some I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah,
This
there's like a
one?
whole conservation
fruit
story
bat?
about it. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's like a whole
That looks
conservation effort
cool.
story about it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's the fruit bat.
That's cool.
Wow. It looks like it's worth 53 cents to $1.08.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, won't get rich, but you know.
We just need to collect all these coins.
Right.
Like,
The business.
I know this is
Right.
at this point of the podcast. It's like, what's a student spotlight? This is welcome to get
We're
rich
talking
quick
about quarters.
off of coins.
Yeah. Hey.
look, anything is possible. Okay.
Right. We're the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? This is
We
true.
might as well just do it.
One of us might be the new Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Oh, I know it ain't gonna be me, but good luck, y'all. I believe in you guys.
No, we believe in you.
Yes.
Never doubt yourself, Queen.
Okay.
Like,
No,
no,
you
got this. She's been working so hard, like literally.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
you didn't
man.
even tell us what. What?
I talk about myself too much.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
Deserve the praise.
Okay,
from all
well,
of
she
us.
just started internship at CPD. She's amazing.
Thanks. It's a lot, but it's also been like really fun, and it's
Yeah.
also been really rewarding. Like I'm learning so much from Jessica. and Michelle, and even like Menza and Angie,
Yeah.
we're looking, I'm going to go ahead and plug something. We're looking for 2 more student employees. It's minimum wage, but, you know, it's a good start if you've never had like a job before or you're looking to network.
Right.
And, because, you know, like I started out as just as a blow coat, and now I have 3 jobs
Yes.
on this
That's amazing.
campus. So it's like, you know, and it's really good to have that on your resume.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I was like our first podcast. I was talking to like Matt and all of them from Campus Rec, and you know, instead of having like fast food or you know whatever as your first job, having a job at a university,
Mm-hmm.
no matter like what your position, is pretty dang good.
Exactly.
Right, it definitely stands out.
But also
more
joining
than-
student orgs because it's good on your resume or your CV.
True.
Yeah,
True.
because student orgs usually lead to community service.
Yep.
And that counts.
More networking. Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Love it.
very importante.
That's cool.
All right, well, we are reaching the end of our podcast, so I have one last question for everybody. What do you wish you would have known before starting college?
Oh my god, so much.
So much.
So much.
That's what I was thinking.
Like I
So
wish
much.
high school I wish high school would like prepare you more for college.
Okay.
Like they don't prepare you for the lack of sleep that you're about to get.
Nope.
They don't prepare you for adulthood a lot of the time anyway. Like I didn't know how to jumpstart my car.
Yeah,
I didn't know how to do my taxes. They don't prepare you for the adult life sometimes,
No.
and it's just
and a lot of the
a
courses
whole
were
shock.
yeah, the classes where like you learn that stuff. They're normally electives,
Exactly.
and we're in Texas, y'all. Like you know, a lot
It's
of
hot. Your battery dies in the heat.
yeah,
It's fun.
yeah, and a lot of people like they think to themselves like, oh, I don't need those classes. You know, that's boring. I'd rather take like you know ag or whatever. And you know, of course, whenever you're young, you're not really thinking of the future consequences if you're not
Yeah.
learning this stuff until you get there. And you're like, well, I owe the IRS thousands of dollars because I
Exactly.
did not claim this on my taxes. You know.
Or
Yeah.
I'm, on my own now, and I don't know how to cook anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I definitely think they should bring back home ec classes. I know some schools still have it. My school did not. And, you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. It's sarcasm. But
I just wish high school would better prepare you for college, or just if you're going straight into job.
I definitely
into the
agree.
workforce.
I definitely agree. I'll piggyback off of that. Definitely, that's like the big thing, like being prepared. Being encouraged to take dual credit instead of AP classes,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
because
They
AP
don't-
classes, the majority of students who take it do not pass the test and do not get credit for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So dual credit though is totally different, and yeah, I literally my junior year taking AP U.S. History, I walked in the classroom and the teacher said, most of y'all, like 3/4 of y'all, are not gonna pass the test.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
That's
like
insane.
first of all,
Dang.
why would you say that to your class?
Right.
And
Right, you're supposed to be teaching them. You're supposed to be encouraging them.
Right.
exactly.
You're their teacher.
Exactly. So yeah, AP classes, they definitely like cooking. You know, should have told me I needed a crock pot when I moved away because I personally didn't know how to cook. Like, and that's partly my fault. I didn't watch my parents cook in the kitchen, and they told me to, but I didn't. You know, but and then also like, I wish someone told me it would be better to stay here, go to CTC, and then branch out to a bigger university because, like I said, I went to a bigger university at first, and I was that person, like, all A's, you know, like, I would do this,
For
like,
sure.
graduate in honors, and you just get sucked into that, like, social aspect of a bigger university, and yeah.
Yeah.
And I moved back.
Yeah.
If you're not used to things like time management or even
Yes.
like budgeting,
Yes.
jumping into a
Yes.
bigger campus can be very difficult.
But like
Yeah.
back to that dual credit thing, the high schools don't advertise that enough.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know about that until it was too late.
Yeah.
Or like the Temple Bioscience.
Yes.
I didn't know about that either.
I was just telling someone about that, and like, they don't, you have to like take a certain amount of, or certain classes in middle school, but the counselors don't,
Right.
they don't tell you that. They don't say, hey, who's interested in like biosciences or STEM?
Mm-hmm.
They don't tell you these things, and before you know it, it's too late.
One of the biggest things that I have like noticed about like the difference between high school and college is that I really feel like most of my teachers, like growing up, hated what they did
Yeah.
and did not really like their students.
I definitely
Yeah.
had those few that were like such good teachers and
Yeah.
such encouragement, but
Yeah.
they were hard to find.
Yeah.
It ended up, you those teachers who pick their favorites depending on the school that you go to. I'm from a small town, so, the kids who got the most attention were those who had the last name and had, like, the money. And if you had a certain last name, a certain reputation, like, you were discriminated against a little bit, So, and those are things that you normally don't see in college specifically. I just feel like maybe it's because of the different environment between college and like public education, because you're forced into public education but you're not forced into college depending on your parents.
This is true.
Yeah.
But and like you said, I had maybe like one or two teachers who like actually invested in me, and the rest were just like meh. And I even had teachers who did not care what we did. I had my economics teacher. I didn't learn anything from my economics and government teacher.
No.
She put on a video, and we would tell her we're going to the bathroom, but she knew we were leaving and didn't care. She goes, okay, just bring me back something. Because we would go to Sonic during her class.
Oh,
we would
my
go into the
goodness.
donut shop because her class was connected to the outside, so we just took the emergency exit.
Bruh. I'm dead.
And she just like have a good trip to the bathroom, but she really knew we weren't going to the bathroom.
Oh, I see. I feel like at some point a lot of teachers get tired, of just everything, the workload, and like you said, you're forced to go to school, and half the students don't want to be there,
But also,
so
they're like, it's hard to get to know a student when sometimes they're just in and out, and you have a whole bunch of new students the next year.
you have 50 minutes each day with them, and then
That's true. No, it's like that's not. I'm like, what would you wish you had known? How much high school sucks.
I always thought that, like, while I was in high school, I didn't care too much. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be there. But now that I think about it, I do like those years. Like, I never thought I would think about them and be like, oh, I miss those times.
Yeah.
I do.
I think what I miss most about high school is band.
Yeah.
I
did like
played
extracurriculars.
clarinet.
Oh, me too. Well, not in high school, but in middle school. But yeah.
Saxophone.
Yeah, you told me that.
Wow.
middle
That's
school.
nice.
Yeah, middle school I played clarinet.
Yeah, I played the alto
Woodwinds.
sax.
Cool.
Wait.
I
Yes.
love that. Well, you guys, we are reaching the end of our podcast time. Maisha, I feel like we didn't get to you. Do you want to give any advice real quick?
So I would like, for the last question,
Yeah.
I would want to say, like, I never went to a traditional high school, so like can't really relate how like the traditional high school would be. But for me, I went to early college high school in Killeen, and the teachers were amazing, and they made sure that you're actually ready for college. We had an AVID class. That's like a must. You have to take AVID all 4 years of high school so that you're actually ready for college when you actually go to like a 4-year university.
Yeah.
And it was only like few of us too. It was like less than 100 kids that only went to early college. Yeah, and then you brought up dual credit, and that's also like dual credit. You take college classes. And so I would say that for my experience, high school experience, I had a pretty like a head start already.
Good, yeah.
And they made sure that you do your stuff on time, like
Yeah.
time management.
Yeah.
Turning your stuff, like reading the syllabus before and everything,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like if I didn't have that in high school, then I probably wouldn't be as organized as I am today.
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't understand to check my deadlines and like using a planner and everything. And as much as I've hated Cornell notes back then, I think it actually is working for me. Like the strategies of Cornell notes really helps you, like taking the questions and then just going through it and then writing a summary of it. So
Yeah.
I would say for me, high school has taught me a lot. But if I probably went to a traditional high school, then I wouldn't probably say the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different for all of us.
Yes.
For sure.
I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, thanks for joining me on this podcast.
Thanks
you
for
for
having us. It's awesome.
Another successful episode.
Air hearts.
All right, you guys, make sure you follow us on all of our social medias. We're at Your Blue Coats on Instagram and on it's technically Twitter too, but we don't ever use Twitter.
True.
But yeah, or you can follow us on our YouTube. We're just Blue Coat Ambassadors on YouTube. Or you can follow us on Facebook, which is the Student Programs
TMU.
TMU, yes, TT. I'm so sorry, Paul and Garrett, if you're listening to this. I just watched that. And Carla. Please don't fire me.
Oh my
Do you want to plug the Science Club?
Sure, you can find the Science Club at TAMUCT Science Club on both Facebook and Instagram.
Wow,
Yes.
short, sweet, to the point.
Yep.
That's what I wish we had. Okay, all right. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.